Well, let's do a little crypto chat. Shall we play a game? Yes, we shall. Yes, we can. All hail Satan. Yes, we can. Play back Barack Obama. Yes, we can. All hail Satan. Was it yes, we can, or what was the other one he used to say? Change you can believe in? Yes, we can. I think it was that. Yes, we can. Replay it backwards. All hail Satan. Don't hail Satan. Don't hail Satan. So Bitcoin, 8,300. 8,300. Not looking too shabby. Got up to 83, 82. We'll pull back up again. 83 still, 83.25. Bitcoin Cash, 253. Bitcoin SV, 202. Digibyte, my friends. Woo! Digibyte all the way. Ba-da-da. Go another 2 hours so we can see some daily action here. You know, this thing got down to what? 002. March 20th. March 14th. 002 on Digibyte. Was getting as high, you know, almost reached a penny back here. Back in February. Natural market move. Speaking of which, Bitcoin back in February. Let's look at the 4 hour, make it a little easier. February, what is that? 12th. Looks like the high of the time, so just about 10K, a little over 10K, almost 10 and a half. Just to put it in perspective. Back to Digibyte. February, best it could do was not even a penny yet. Now, granted, we did have one nice wick back here on November 9th, 2019, but that's way back then. So it got up to almost a penny. Again, just barely, briefly. It came back down around 0.8, you know, 0.008 that is, of a penny. So we had a lot of volume hit on this day for some reason, which was April 18th, you know, just not too long ago. But this thing got down to what? 0.02. I think I grabbed some more, and it was a while. It was back a little while, when it was like half of a penny. I think I converted a little more, a small amount of Bitcoin, you know, fraction of a Bitcoin into some Digibyte. I'd have to go look at my logs to figure out when I did it. Not that it matters, but you know, I just kept thinking about that old golden bulldozer. Not Penny, Sherry Michelle. I'm seeing the progress. I'm reading their tweets. I'm like, man, I need to just grab some more. Thank God I was able to get it way before all this happened. You know, because now it cost you a lot more. So recently it got up to 1.8 cents, almost 2 cents. Came back down to a penny. Today we're back up to 0.15, almost 16. You know, a few more tenths, and we're at 0.16. You know, penny, 0.6, if you will. And to think, you know, I know people that, you know, they talk about it in my Patreon, sometimes in the Telegram chat or whatever. You know, I've got 1 million Digibyte or whatever. I got 2 million. I got 1.5. And you just do the math. Everything's up 30% today, but you do the math, and you know, when you have millions of anything, any crypto, and you got millions, you know, 7 digits, maybe 8 digits, you know, that'd be like 10 million. Whoa. I don't have that, but just think, you have millions. Every little penny move is massive. Let's just do a quick, you know, I'll just say we'll go like with, I don't know, 3 million. You got 3 million Digi times 0.005, because it's set, it was at that price for a while. You got 15K. Okay, 3 million again. That was at half a penny. Of course, you can do the math in your head, but I'll just show it anyways. It's done, went up 3 times. 5, 10, 15. That's where it's at right now. So we got times 0.01567 current price. That's again. This is how stupid ridiculous crypto is in the most positive way. You got to be patient sometimes. I'm not going to whistle the whole thing. It takes too long. You and I got what we takes to make it. Please don't fake it. Or else in cryptos you'll never make it. J-Snip can't take it. Patience. You and I just need a little patience. And by the word little, sometimes a lot. Do you have what it takes to stick around for a year, 2 years, 3 years? And do you have the mental capacity and fortitude, testicular fortitude, if you will, to say, even though I bought some of this that was up here, they said, cost average down. If I believe in this, and you should have, then I'm going to pull up my pants. You know what? I bought DigiByte at 2 cents, 3 cents, whatever it was, let's say, back when it was 14 or 15 cents and it came down. Let's say, I'm getting in now, only to watch it go down to half a freaking penny. And again, it got actually down to 0.002. 20% of a penny. Briefly, but that was at least a few days, for sure. You can look at the chart there. It was, started down around here. March 12th. Came up a little bit, 3, 4, back down to 2. By March 23rd, 24th, I mean, there's days in here. Again, maybe you got in at 0.3, whatever, 0.003. The point is, if you wrote it down from 3 cents and you bought more at 0.003, 0.005, or whatever, you've now cost averaged down. So let's say you had 3 cent DigiByte, you've been sitting on for quite a while, waiting for the day to come. You're starting to get a little excited now because it almost got the 2 cents. Okay, great. But you bought more on the way down. And when it got down to half a penny, that's when you made your big bulk. So again, for easy math, you would say I got in at half a penny, the same exact amount of money as I got in at 3 cents. So whatever is exactly in the middle of half of a penny to 3 cents is your cost average price. So call it, I don't even know what it equals. It wouldn't be 2 cents. It'd probably be like 1.75 cents or something, which basically it just hit. It hit 1.80. You actually made a profit. Briefly, as you can see from that wick up here, you briefly made a profit. Again, did you do this just to get out at break even? No, of course not. But at least you don't have to wait till 3 cents, because we're not close to 3 cents yet. It's moving in the right direction, but we're not at 3 cents. Isn't it better to say, wow, I only need to get back to 1.5 or 1.75 rather than 3? And that goes for anything. Litecoin, man, I got about a bunch of $1.50, 150 bucks. And it hit 145, I think, last year, again, for the high of the year. And again, did you just want to sell to break even? No, I didn't. But it crashed down, Joe. Crashed down to 25 bucks. Remember that price y'all sold out? Holy crap, we could buy back at that price if we wanted to. Maybe you didn't catch that. All right, I'm in at 40 bucks. You're in at 40 bucks now. Or again, for easy math, we'll say 50 bucks. And the price went to let's say 150. You bought all your Litecoin at 150. It's sitting over here at 40 or 50 bucks, and you're like, am I just going to sit and keep waiting? Or am I going to find some cash somehow to grab this stuff at 40 or 50 bucks? Again, now if you do 50, again, assuming you put the same dollar amount, in other words, if you bought 2 Litecoin, just 2 at 150, that's 300 bucks. At $50 times 6, you would need 6 Litecoin to make $300 again. So in other words, last time you only got 2 Litecoin for 300 bucks. This time you're getting 6 Litecoin for 300 bucks. Now you've got 8 total Litecoin, right? But you only need it to go in between those two prices, right dead center, to break even. So you don't have to wait for $150 Litecoin. You're basically waiting for $100 Litecoin. When you see $100 Litecoin, you're about to be in the profit. You're at break even. If it goes to 125, you're now 25% up. Goes back to 150, you're 50% up. Back at the original price you bought at. That's why it's important. to figure out how to cost average down. Now, we got to talk about the other side. The other side says, well, Joe, I put all I had in at the $300 or $150 Litecoin. I put all I had in, dude. And I got, whatever. I got 10 Litecoin, and that's it. I haven't been able to buy back in because I just don't have the funds anymore. There are those people out there. You did just get a $1,200 bonus check, didn't you? And you might be getting another one and another one. Maybe. And if you filled out the small business loan thing, the government, if you were capable of qualifying, might have been a couple bucks coming your way. There's ways to get some extra cash. However, if you just couldn't pull it off, things got worse for me financially, I couldn't do it, Joe. Okay, I'm with you. You're that one person. And there's not a whole bunch of y'all, but there's definitely enough of you that just has to wait. You're going to have to wait till $150 Litecoin comes around. The good news is, again, if you look back at all the charts since the beginning of time of Litecoin in basically crypto, whatever crypto you're holding, whenever it was created, you'll see that little nice squiggly lines like you see right here. Even though this is, going back to 2019 and whatnot, we can go back to the weekly even. This is DigiByte, so DigiByte goes back, well, at least on this here to 2018, I guess. And that's Bitfinex, so probably not a good, maybe they only got it then. Anyways, let's go to Bitcoin to make the point. Even this isn't letting me go back real far on the weekly. I was just trying to get back to 2013, that kind of thing. Monthly, can we do that? No, it doesn't want me to go back further. So, anyways, point being, you've got these squiggly lines everywhere on your screen, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. But if you go back way past 2017, you're going to see these types of patterns over and over and over again. So in other words, you just got to be patient. You just got to be patient. Chainlink. I remember speaking to the Cobra on this one earlier in the year. I think it was January, maybe February. I thought it was January something. Actually, yeah, I still have it up. Hang on. I was looking at some old Patreon posts. It was January 11th. He gave us Chainlink. He's like, hey, my biggest coins are A, B, and now C. And C was Chainlink. And it was $2.20. It's now $3.77 today, even though it's only up 3% today. Another interesting coin, which I've just talked about recently because of speaking with Penny Kelly in particular. Now, Woo Woo Friend, she gave us charts that she goes, I thought this would be last year, Joe. I was getting it, I was thinking it was going to be here, but she goes, this timing stuff is just so difficult. She goes, but I was given prices of a lot of stuff. So she gave me the charts. I've posted on my Patreon numerous times, and she'd update a little bit, whatever. And I do the updated chart. And I was looking at Electronium, because she's got box 1, box 2, and box 3. And box 1, this is going to happen. This prices will jump to here. Then box 2 happens. The price will jump to here. And then box 3. Box number 3 is the one we are all just... If you didn't want to even make a single trade, just wait for box freaking 3. You're set. You are set when box 3 happens. Question is, how long is that? She thought this stuff was going to start happening last year. Not quite. A couple small things in the beginning happened, but that was it. And it's like, okay, well, we're kind of stuck now. It's not moving any further. Anyways, the price she has for Electronium, I would just tell you, is the equivalent of DigiByte going to, $9 kind of a thing. Similar. So I'm like, wow, yeah, I remember she really liked that one. She's got it on there. So then Penny Kelly, as you heard in the interview, which I put it on Patreon first, give them a little early bonus, And typically I would leave some of that stuff on Patreon and just not go public. They pay me for stuff, so I try to give them some cool intel sometimes. But because a lot of what Penny was talking about was what's happening right now, virus stuff, all that stuff, I don't want to say, hey, come to my Patreon and sign up when you're struggling right now. I can't do that. So that's why it went and got released, to publicly. And I told her in advance I would do that. And I gave her a link in case she wanted to share it too, when it was private. So anyways, she rattles off several Bitcoin, crypto, Bitcoin, Litecoin, I think, DigiByte, even some other ones. And she's like, yeah, that one, I just, over the next 3-month period when I did my little look-see, That one's up a little bit. It's down a little bit. You know, it's like it's basically nothing real. Basically, the market's kind of flat. Yeah, a little up, a little down. Some coins, whatever. Nothing really write home about. She goes, but I looked at this one called Electronium, and I saw it flash to 2 cents, and then it flashed to 4 cents. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And then she goes, I went and looked at the price. It was only a fraction of a penny. She goes, wow, I didn't even realize some crypto were quite that low, like in price. And so she was kind of surprised. So out of all the ones she talked about, she's like Electronium. So as you saw the video, I released it on Patreon first. Of course, I went and grabbed some, and I mentioned in Patreon, here's where I got mine basically, and here's how I did it, simple. And it worked, got mine. You do have to have a phone wallet, I think, is the main way to do it. And with Electronium, there's no like private keys either, kind of like Bideo is right now, even though it's an ICO, Bideo. And by the way, Bideo signed another deal with Ontology, FYI. Like, they're just taking the ball and running with it. I love to see this kind of activity with those guys. So again, when that hits the exchange, hopefully end of the year or whatever, Bideo, speaking of Bideo, yeah, I'd really like to see it pump. But, you know, most ICOs have a habit of pumping, then dumping, and then pumping again, you know, later on. Where's the market going to be when this happens, first of all? Are we going to be, you know, in November, December, oh my God, the ICO's over, and boom, it's on Binance, holy crap, or whatever. And then the things, you know, went up, did a 10x. I'd like to see that, you know, between you and me. I'd like to see that for all of us, myself included, because I grabbed some as well, even though I did do a promotional thing on it, and, you know, and received financial payment, if you will, as I discussed in that video. And I told you I did. So, anyways, I just want, you know, I want everybody to win. I want to be what win is. I want everyone to win. Yeah, and of course I want myself to win, because if I'm winning, that means other people are winning. You know, but this Electronium, it was 0.0022 when I said, okay, guys, here's Penny Kelly's interview. She said blah blah blah. I'm doing it right now. And then I said, okay, it took me about almost an hour, right around an hour, for this whole thing to go through. I was using some Bitcoin, so of course that's a little slower to confirm. But nonetheless, some people said, yeah, it took me about 40 minutes to do it in this method that we use to simply just go grab some. So, anyways, that thing right now is up 40%, Electronium, from that 0.22, which was probably somewhere in here. And again, it got, look at this wick down here, dude, 0012. That's a nice wick, but came back up to 002, kind of hovered around this price. And again, right in here, I'm doing the interview with her, boom, it's time to grab some. It was 0.0022 like this. So if you do the math, and again, this thing got up to 0.357, currently, you know, 0.3 whatever. It's about a 40. It was about a 40% gain. Again, I just showed you a minute ago. It was up. DGB was up 30, but I forgot where this one was sitting at today. But anyways, from that 0.003 something, that's like nearly 40, right around 40% in just a few days. And you know, someone was like, "Oh, well, there goes Jay Snip." You know, all of his peeps probably getting into that now. And I thought, you know, it's possible, but you know, like in the old days when I would do a video on something, guys, I'm getting into this. Instantaneously, it was people were like rushing to the exit. Oh, I gotta, or more like the entrance. I gotta get in. Joe said this, you know, and I'd actually sit back and I'm like, oh my God, I'm causing the market to move. I gotta be real careful with what I say. I don't want to. Man, these people will do anything that I say. And I realized, you know, you got some responsibility. Be careful, you know. And again, the whole, that's why I think when the Bit Petite thing happened, I was like, guys, I gotta give you a major warning. You could lose everything. We could lose all of it. You know, because I knew people could fall me off a cliff. They will, you know. So I was like, whoa, I really woke me up, especially on that one. I didn't believe how many people followed over to Bit Petite, and I was like, holy crap, man, these people will follow me off a cliff. I need to be super, super careful and everything. Like, even if it's risky, maybe I'll just keep it to myself, you know. But then people get pissed off that I kept it myself because it might be a winner, you know. What do I do, you know? But, anyways, I understand people will fall me off a cliff, but I said, you know, that was days ago now. Are people actually still jumping into Electronium all of a sudden because of a video I did Sunday or whatever it was that I released Monday for publicly. You know, a lot of my Patreons, whoever was going to get in, probably already got in on that Sunday as soon as I said something. You know, because it's right in the video with Penny Kelly. She's the one that said it. And then Monday I just released it for everyone else. Because again, that's not even the important part. The important part is like, what is she seeing that to me? And my wife and my dad are like, did you read your comments on that video with Penny? No, I rarely ever go read comments. Why? People are like, dude, shut up and let her talk. Oh, really? Yeah, like she'd get into something, you'd be like, oh, and you're too excited. I'm like, I know, I was excited. I was very excited when she's talking about stuff, and then it reminds me, oh, I got to say something before I forget it. Sorry, man. Sorry, man, I was excited, all right? Usually I'm really good about, you know, letting them ask the question, let them speak, let them go. But things were just coming in, oh, interrupt them, say this, you know. Oh. And Jason at 4 got caught slipping, son. It's all good, though. At least the information got out that she had to give. So, anyways, Electronium, 40%. Few days. Tezos, another decent one. Again, we talked about getting into this one. That was Cliff's mysterious coin from back in 2017. That he says at some point, it'll be a long time, but like out in the future, it's going to be epic, 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 epic. Like, it's the coin. And that's what he got way back when. This was also back during a period of time when his webbot data was very, very good with crypto, by the way. So, like he said, when that coin, XTZ, Tezos, got down to below ICO, that's the time to jump in. So I remember doing a couple videos, hey, it's below, guys, it's below. We even talked about it, I think, on my Patreon channel too when it happened. It's below ICO. He said that would have been the ideal time to grab it, which I think someone had told me it was 60 cents or 80 cents or whatever. Bottom line is it got below it. I remember it got below it. And, you know, again, if you could have caught that bottom, the thing's up almost to $3 here right now. You know, at 60 or 70 or 80 cents, you'd be pretty happy right now. Not to mention it was just recently $3.92 back in February. So again, it's back on its way up. But you know, decent coins. All these coins on the screen are decent coins, by the way. And I do own, I believe, every one of these. I do have some of every one of these. And Neo, I don't really talk about much, or Gas, which goes with Neo. I do have some. I don't really talk about much because there hasn't been a whole lot like super interesting. You got again Electronium now. That's a new one that I didn't have before. Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Digibyte, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash, regular Bitcoin, and XBT is basically just a Bitcoin thing with Bitfinex. It's the same thing as Bitcoin versus US dollar. And then BTC.D is actually the percentage of market cap of Bitcoin versus the rest of the market. And I remember Woo Woo friend was telling us when it got to 70%, you know, she's like, that was a marker for me. But again, even so, it hit 70 a little while back, quite a while back actually now. And I haven't seen super fireworks like we were expecting, but it's kind of, you know, maybe getting there. And there goes old Digibyte again, back up to 30%. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I was looking at it. Was I? One of the, yeah, maybe I was, because this was 12%. I could swear I just saw this at like 15. Whatever. Go Digibyte. That's all I gotta say. Go Digibyte. But, you know, again, you got millions of these things potentially. It moves a penny, like I gave you the example. $15,000 moves up a penny. Oh, you just doubled it. Every penny it moves, you're doubling. Or was it every? No, excuse me, every half a penny on that example I gave. Because it was 15,000, then it was 30,000, then it was 47 was the actual, or again rounding down would be 45,000. 3 times 15. So you're talking half a penny move on something you got millions of. Again, in that example, specific example I gave, you all of a sudden, wow, Digibyte 15.83%, just one candle, boom. It was just 30%, boom, 15.83. There's some activity. She's livening up, boys and girls. That's what I'm seeing here. But yeah, again, that's the thing. And when these things get high enough, when Digibyte, oh, it's 50 cents now, oh, it's 80 cents now, oh, it's $1 now, you're not going to be able to go out and buy millions. You're not going to buy millions. Unless you're a millionaire now, and you decide, well, Digibyte's $1. That one woo-woo person said it was going to go to $9. The other one said $12. I'll take a chance. I'll throw $1 million in here and get 1 million Digibyte. And some of us are going to be like, well, I was kind of having multiple millions for, you know, 10K, 15K when I initially got in, you know. And I understand that's, you know, we're not talking small money either. $10,000 is $10,000. But I'm going to tell you something. And this goes for everybody, just so you know. Those of us who got in real early, and I did. And I didn't put all that money I got from Veritasium into this house. I put a lot of it into it. But I kept some and said, no, I'm going to reinvest it in crypto. And got other ones. And, you know, again, I did take some profits every now and then and buying things with them or whatever. But you'll get to a point where you're like, oh, I invested hundreds of dollars. And then your portfolio is up nicely, and then it's thousands. And then you decide, well, you know, let's say you got 5 or 6 crypto and they're, you know, worth $8,000 now. And they, you know, you started with $300 or $400. Now you got $8,000 worth of money sitting there, and the market's doing its thing. Okay, I think I'm going to put some. Let me move $1,000. Let me move $1,200. Let me move $1,500 to this. You know, this one coin got smashed real hard. Electronium. I think I'm going to go for a shot on that. I'm going to put $1,500 just in that one. Keeping in mind, when you put your $300 or $400 in to begin with, it was across the board on all your crypto portfolio. You only had $300 or $400 total. Now you've got $8,000. Now you're playing with thousands of dollars when you go to trade. And I'm going to tell you what happens next. Your thousands, at some point, again, and we do assuming the market does what it has always done for freaking years now, will be worth tens of thousands. Oh my God, my $8,000 is now worth $40,000. I want, oh, there's a new ICO or there's a new crypto or an old crypto that they're making a partnership. I want to get in on that. Okay. I'm going to put $5,000 in that one now. You know what? I'm going to put 10K. F it. I'm going to put 10K in that one. And you're going to look back and go, wow. I remember playing with tens of dollars, or we put 50 in that one. I put $80 in that one until I had $300 or $400 total in my portfolio. Then it turned into thousands. I remember I was playing with thousands. Now I'm playing with $10,000. Wow. Like I just pressed a couple buttons and I just moved $10,000. Gosh. And if you actually got in early enough and you got some serious change on you right now, you're going to be making $20,000, $30,000 moves. One crypto, yeah, I think I'm going to drop 20 in that one. And then you're going to, again, you'll go back and say, Jesus, I don't even remember. Actually, I remember the days when I wished I had $20,000, $10,000 in my bank account. Jeez, I've been happy with $5K in my bank account. And I just moved $20K from one crypto to another thing. Whew. That's the kind of experience that some of us have had. Maybe not so drastic, but close, right? And again, I say close. Some people know, Joe, I play with more than that. I was in early with you, but I put more in than you. Okay, I'm with you, brother. But that's how this can go. But no matter what, it takes freaking patience. And the knowledge, mental fortitude as well. Buy the effing dip. BTFD. BT last Friday night. BTFD. Buy the effing dip. Not TGIF. BTFD. If you can pull it off and not get scared. Oh my God. Bitcoin got down to, it crashed in the end of 2018 again. It was down to $3,100. I'm not getting in. It's probably going lower. If you got in, you're almost looking at 3 times your money right now. When it hits 9K, basically you'll be about 3 times your money on Bitcoin. It's $8,300. It's close. You certainly way more than doubled. 2.5 times basically. How's that for not waiting that awfully long? Again, stock market do that? No, it didn't. But it scared the crap out of everybody when it happened. Some people, I'm talking with them, even in Patreon, private message, public messages in my group, in my posts. Oh, I just picked up some more of this today. I grabbed this. And I'm like, yeah, yes. You guys are, you're getting it. And maybe they already had it, but they're posting great. They're telling me they got it. They understand. I'm going to take it. Maybe it'll go down more, but this price, I'm going to grab some. Okay, I'm with you, brother. Have at it. Now you're sitting pretty. Now you don't have to wait like everyone else who just got scared, didn't do anything. I bought at the high and I'm just going to sit and wait the whole time. You got to cost average down, man. Because it takes half as much as it will to get back to where you need to get. If you can cost average down. Again, assuming you can put back the same kind of money you put in too. Obviously, for, you know, that's not going to add up. If you can't, but you can at least contribute something towards cost averaging, great, because it will still bring down the price. Well, I need $150 Litecoin now to break even. Okay. What if you can't get it down to 100, but you got it down to 130 by cost averaging down? Oh, now I only need 130 to be profitable. I don't have to wait for 150 bucks. That's $20 earlier, times however many you got. So, you know, again, just a little, you know, words of wisdom, if you will, I guess. And, you know, we're not quite in May. I mean, we only got a couple days left. I got to plug this laptop in real quick. Hang on. Every now and then I like to run the battery down a bit and then plug it back in and charge it, rather than keeping it charged the whole time. But, you know, my mom, I thought, you know, when Penny did her initial look-see, and then I did another video with her, I think in February, we did two. We did one in, I think, September or October, and then one, or was it November? And then another one in February. And may have been the one before that, because she said, oh, I saw cryptos really crashing hard, like December or January, like they do at the end of the year. And I was like, well, that's interesting, because my mom thinks it's not going to do that this year. The December, January thing's not going to happen. She goes, well, you know, interesting, we'll see what happens. So we had a nice January and February. And I'm like, wow, okay, good thing my mom was right, because that makes us happy, you know, rather than the market go down. But then right after that, we had a big smackdown. So it's like, wow. And then when you look at everything else Penny said, holy crap, she's onto something, and like not crypto related. So it's like, okay, well, we still need to listen for sure. Her timing was off a little bit. Again, all psychics seem to have issues with timing. It's no big deal. She said back then, though, I thought it was her, along with my mom, oh, May and June, stock market and crypto, whoa, going up. I know my mom said it, but I thought she had mentioned it then. But recently, she did basically a 3-month look. So May, June, July, she got, market's just kind of, you know, okay. Basically, a little bit up, a little bit down, depending on what crypto you're looking at. But then she got the Electronium and said, whoa, this one, I saw going to 2 cents and then 4 cents. And I don't know if I've said this publicly all in this video, on this note. My woo-woo dude, I just talked to him yesterday. He goes, or was it yesterday or the day before? Actually, no, it was more than that. Anyways, he said, oh, I'll give you a reading free, you know, free of charge. And I may have already told you this, but I'll just say it again. And he said, you know, I don't need to get paid. And I'm like, well, just send me your crypto address or something. He's like, no. I'm like, come on, give it to me. No. All right, fine. So I had a long conversation with him, which it seems I usually do now. It's the 3rd time. He told me some interesting stuff about my treasure site and what I'm going to be doing when I go back. And I will be going back. It's going to be hot outside, so that tells me, because I thought I might go in May, like the next week or two, I might go. But he's like, something's going to come up that you're not going to be able to go. He goes, I see you out there. It's going to be a little warmer. It's going to be warmer than it is now. I thought, well, it could be June or July then. Okay, whatever. But he said, you know, back when we all should have sold and didn't, you know, end of 2018 and all that. I said, yeah. He goes, I'm sensing you had a pretty good size of money, you know. And I said, well, yeah, I did. And like everybody else, now I don't, you know, not nearly as good. He goes, and it, you know, you can kind of look at it as if like that was taken away from you, if you will, like it was taken away from all of us, if you will. We didn't capitalize on it. It's coming back. He goes, now, I know you have different crypto. I don't know exactly what you have. He goes, I'm not a member of your Patreon. I don't really follow that, you know, what you type in there. He goes, but think of the Mississippi River. And it branches off and turns into streams and different stuff, right? It branches off. And each branch represents a crypto that you're sitting on. And there's quite a few of them. I'm seeing, you know, Spirit showing me like, oh, there's one branch. Oh, it did grab the profit. Grab the freaking profit. Take it now. Don't make the mistake like you did last time. Okay, good. Oh, there's another branch a little bit later. There's another one. It's going now. Take the profit. So it wouldn't be like all of them. Whereas last time, everything pumped, you know. so he's like, you're gonna get it back, Joe. Spirit is gonna, is telling me you're gonna get it back. Just make sure you capitalize this time, because you're gonna use the money for the things you talked about that you need. I know you want a ranch and some cabins and things on there to do this like spiritual woo-woo thing. He goes, I'm seeing a little. I see that, but not quite maybe the way you really envisioned it. So I don't know if it's going to be something different than what you thought you'd be using it for. I thought, oh, well, maybe I'm not doing the spiritual stuff. It's more or less, hey, guy, a retreat place, vacation spot where people go, and I just take them up into the mountains and explain some of the treasure stories and bring them to some actual sites where there's still stuff left behind, equipment, and tell the story about what happened here and that kind of thing. And he goes, it could be that. He goes, I'm not sure. I just get that it's not quite going to be what maybe you thought it would be at first. Used for. And I'm like, oh, whatever. It is whatever it is it becomes. That's okay. I just want that property and I want to get going on that kind of stuff. But anyways, the more important part was what he had said about these streams. Oh, that's the one. Grab it. So if Penny Kelly's right about the 2 cent and then a 4 cent move on Electronium, and here we are buying in at 0.002, and I did the math. I said, well, if it does to 4 cents, that's a 20x move. Wow. And I realized, okay, I'm feeling I need to put a little more than a little bit into this. So I grabbed some Bitcoin and said, okay, let me do a little move here. And I got quite a lot of Electronium at the moment. And again, I've got the math. Okay, if that happens, then I put this money or whatever amount of Bitcoin in, it would turn into times 40. Okay. So we'll see. But if that happens, and he had the idea too, yeah, you may go ahead and pay off your house, do what your wife wanted to do. At the same time, though, what's going to happen with all the mortgages? So many people are unable to pay right now. The economy's got to get kick-started. We're going to move the mortgage to the back of the payment structure that you have, but not really. We need all 3 months up front now. We either that or pay the mortgage off in full. No one's going to be doing that. There's going to be a massive mortgage problem. Is Trump going to let people get foreclosed on and get kicked out of their house? I don't think so. We may find a big reset and something happens with the mortgages, whether they're paid off or drastically reduced or something. And I don't know. I don't have any inside information on that. I was hoping my insider would tell me. He said, I can't tell you that right now. We have information, but I can't tell you that right now. Okay. Unfortunately. But he did say soon. So soon should be pretty soon, honestly. So, I'd really hate to liquidate some crypto, pay off the house if this time came, only to find out, oh, you owe half of it now, or Trump just wiped out all the debt. And you paid it off. Oh, you idiot. Evelyn, I told you, Evelyn, I told you I should never pay this thing off. But who knows? I don't know how this is going to go with that, honestly, but we'll see. So, anyways, take care, guys.